Hey, how are y'all doing? I just wanted to come on here and drop a quick message. This one is about people who keep praying and asking the Father, for money and house and cars. You know, healing is great to ask the Father for to pray for the Father for healing. And but we have authority and you know learn how to use authority. And also, God is not a he's not an ATM. He's not a Santa Claus. You know what I mean? You just can't keep asking him for things and think it's just gonna pop up just like that. Especially if you're not in alignment with the Father. You know, the way how it works, man. You got to be in alignment. You know, you have to be in alignment for the Father to bless you. You know, He can bless you instantly if you're in alignment with Him. You know, alignment comes from obedience. You know, it comes from worship. It comes from being in the Bible, learning His Word, and being in relationship with Him. With stillness. Prayers strengthen the connection. You know what I mean? So instead of asking Him for those things like money and material things, ask Him to be how to be in perfect alignment with Him. You know, and the sooner you guys realize that God is the blessing. You don't go to God to get the blessing. He is the blessing. You know what I mean? The better it's gonna be for you guys. To have encounters with the Father. You know what I mean? To feel His presence when you're praying. It's amazing. You know what I mean? So pray and ask the Father for connection, for an alignment. Just an example. I was just scrolling and I was asking the Father, like how do I make an impact? When I send these messages out, and I was scrolling while I was talking to Him, and the very next um short that came up was a message about cadence. Now, if you know cadence is powerful, man. When you're trying to make an impact, in speeches, and I don't see too many sermons using it, but it's very powerful, and most preachers should start using it. It's a very powerful way to reach people and to make an impact. But the fact is that I was just asking Him how to make a better impact, and that video popped up the very next scroll. So it's telling you what alignment does. You know what I mean? So ask the Father when you're praying how to be better aligned with Him, to teach you to be better aligned with Him. It comes from obedience. It comes from praying. It comes from fasting. From worship, from reading the Bible, from submitting yourself, surrendering. All right. So God bless you guys.